Namaskar, welcome back. Today I want to talk about a realization actually that I had this morning based on some experiences that have been coming in my meditation over the last week or so. In meditation, as human beings, as yogis, what we want to have is a sense of non-duality. It's it's a beautiful experience when you feel there's no separation. I am one with everything. I'm one with the divine. Even a little bit of progress in this feeling is wonderful. So to do that, we have to transform many into one. And how we do that is for example, in the meaning of our mantra, Baba Nam Kevalam, only love everywhere. So it's like we're taking a big paintbrush and we're painting everything with the color of only love, the color of love everywhere. So all the differences are painted over, and then in the end there is only one color, one reality, one divine consciousness, one universal love. And I found somehow that in the process of trying to do this, when I start my meditation, I begin with the past. So everything which happened in the past, whatever happened, whatever I did, everything that happened is God, right? And I found somehow that by doing that, I didn't need to think about the future or the present or any other objects. Somehow that seemed to be enough to take care of everything. So just painting the past, whatever had happened in the past, and reminding myself that all of this is just the divine play, was just the cosmic imagination. All of it was God. And somehow that seemed to flow forward into the present and even the future. And I didn't even need to think about the present and the future. So I was curious, why is that happening? And this morning I began to have an idea, and it sounds a little bit crazy maybe, or a little bit philosophical, but for me, the idea came out of a practical experience. So all your thoughts, we can't think without referring to our memories. Everything that you see right here and now, everything that you imagine in the future, you're only able to do that because you are recognizing something that you already know. So because this and this happened, then maybe this will happen. Or I want to do such and such, but the such and such is something that you couldn't even think of if you hadn't had some experience of it, right? So whatever you are able to think is based on past experiences or past understandings. And when you put together various combinations of those past understandings, you can make judgments, analysis, plans, etc. But everything is based on the past. And I was sharing this with Turiya, who's behind the camera, and he caught it immediately, and he said, what are we except our past, right? So our whole self-concept, our whole concept of reality, everything is based on things that we already know or have had a little bit of experience of, and they're stored as memories and experiences in our subconscious mind. And the mind does not exist if there's no contents on it. So the mind itself then is built up from everything from the past. Without the past, there is no mind, basically. And anything that you can think of which is not the past is something which is eternal, right? And so everything which is not the past is already God, so, no need to transform that. So the conclusion is, if you can transform the past, you transform everything. You transform the contents of your mind. All the contents of your mind become divine. All the building blocks that you think of, which are from the past, become divine. And that makes all your thoughts divine. And everything that you can possibly think of in the future becomes divine as well, because you can't think without referring to past. And you have transformed your past into Brahma, into God. So it's a kind of meditator's nerdy conversation topic, but somehow there's magic in it, and for me, I'm really enjoying that, and it's giving me great results. So how can you use it? Try that when you meditate and you take your idea that everything is God or everything is love. Start with the past. And I think because a lot of people forget to do that, they say, okay, everything around me is God. But they've got this huge storehouse of past traumas and ideas and limiting self-concepts and things like that that they're carrying around with them. And they may think that, okay, yes, it's nice, but if they don't deal with that huge storehouse of past stuff, then it will affect all your thinking, it will disturb your mind, the past will create the duality, because your reality is based on the past and your self-concept is based on the past. So the most important thing from my feeling now is not to think that everything around me is God, or even everything which is coming is God, but focus on that huge storehouse of, most of it is probably negative or limiting. Focus on that past, the contents of your subconscious mind. If you can transform the contents of your subconscious mind into divinity, then everything else will take care of itself. All right, that's what I wanted to share. I hope you found it interesting. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day. Namaskar.